On this podcast, we talk about the books, both old and new, that are worth putting on your to-be-read list. I'll include the back cover synopsis, content warnings, as well as my pro and con list. To avoid any spoilers, head over to my Instagram at enjoylifewithme.angela. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these books. Let's jump in for the day. Today we're going to be talking about Every Heart Prepare by Madelyn Smith, which is the first book in her Faith on the Frontier series. The back cover synopsis says, an injured preacher, a rancher's spinster daughter, a Christmas season where they both learn to find true joy in the world. Leroy. My injuries may have halted my travels where I preach the word of God, but it can't keep my spirits down. I'm determined to recover, to not be a burden, and then to continue on my journey. Except, the more I get to know Cecilia Mariner, the more I question my calling. Can God's plan for me change? Cecilia. Being the only woman on the ranch has become lonely. As the years go by, with no beau, I'm beginning to wonder if God really has a plan for me. When Mr. Lovelady ends up injured and at our ranch, I barely let myself hope that he's the answer to prayer. But the more I get to know him, the more I wonder if God's plan is even better than the one I've dreamed of. This is a dual point of view, Christian historical, with the forced proximity trope. The intimacy is mild. There's low descriptive kisses and no language. The violence, though, is high. There's physical beatings and gunshots and stitching up cuts. And in addition to that, any other potential trigger warnings might be the past parental deaths or past Civil War PTSD. The con that I had with this one is that the opening is pretty heavy. And if you get through it, it's an amazing book. Absolutely 100% recommend, but it is something that I feel like I need to tell people when I recommend it because it is a very heavy opening. And there's other hard parts of this book, and it is still one of my absolute favorites. I feel like it's going to become a yearly read for me come the Christmas season. And it's because the characters are very real and gritty. The one quote that I really loved says, "Your struggles are real. Just because someone has suffered differently than you does not lessen your own suffering." And I really like it because characters have very hard and heavy lives and things that they struggle with. And just because they're different doesn't mean one is harder than the other. And I love that concept. I also love that she balances lightness with the story really well. I'm not going to say humor because it's not necessarily that, but it just kind of lightens the story. Like where he asks, like, did you find my horse? And she says, if you mean the chestnut Morgan that was hovering over you like a worried mother, yes, we did. So it's just simple, kind of lighter topics, things that will make you smile. I also loved that it focused on that having a Christ-centered life isn't easy, but it is worth it. And that grief is part of life, and having a life centered on Christ can make it manageable and doable. But the romance in this one was really swoony, honestly, because he'll say things like, "May I hold your hand?" where his hand inches towards mine until his pinky finger hooks through mine. That kind of stuff where it's just like, you've been waiting and it like finally happened and you're so excited about the romance. It's great. But my favorite part might be when they say, "She might have had to do a second batch after we men got a hold of the first batch. I take no blame for their shenanigans, but the cookies were delicious." So again, like there's these humorous parts that help this story not feel like heavy and depressing, but there were hard, real, gritty things that happened in it, and it still turned out to be really beautiful. Plus, this story may have been fiction, but it was tied to the author's family history, which just makes it so much more meaningful. I feel like it was great. I loved it, and I hope you go check this one out. It really is probably going to be one of my yearly reads because it's the perfect thing to read before Christmas to help you get into the mindset of the true meaning of Christmas. So I hope you will jump over to my social media accounts, enjoylifewithme.angela. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, I'll talk to you soon. Happy reading.